We'll start with standing at the front of your mat stretching area, feet together, and interlace your thumbs like a little butterfly wing. Yep. And then reach up to the ceiling. Look back gently so you're feeling that arching your belly with straight arms. And then unlace your fingers and dive down in the front. Bend your knees a little bit so that you feel that stretch. And then grab your elbows and just sway in little figure eights. Good. While you're here, touch whatever part of your leg you can touch and then straighten and bend your legs a few times. Good. And then when they're bent, touch the floor and then bend them all the way. And then keep touching the floor and straighten them as much as you can without too much pain, just a little bit of stretch. And do a few of these, waking up the knees and ankles. Good. Then put your hands all the way on the floor and step back into a down dog. Really pushing your booty toward the sky and your armpits toward the floor. Stretch the back of your calves by walking your feet. You're going to take one leg and you're going to flow into a plank as you bring that knee to your chest. Yep, and then you'll go back up into a down dog, lifting that leg to the sky. And we'll do this 4 more times. Pull that knee to the chest, bring it up to the sky. Pull that knee to the chest, bring it up to the sky, knee to chest, up to sky. Last one, and you'll stay in that down dog with the leg lifted. But then you want to twist your hips like you're trying to twist your belly button toward the ceiling and bend that leg that's up in the air. So we're trying to keep our chest twisting toward the floor while our hips are twisting toward the ceiling. You should feel a stretch in the top hip. Bring that leg back, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Lift the other leg up to the sky, and then knee to chest in plank. And then flow it back up, down dog, leg lifted. And we'll do 4 more. Knee to chest, leg up, knee to chest, leg up, knee to chest, leg up. Last one, knee to chest. Lift the leg and bend that knee as you twist the hips toward the ceiling. Yep, hold. Good, go back to your down dog. Let's come back into a plank. Lower down to our belly on the floor and do a nice gentle cobra where you're just pushing a little wave. Then if you want deeper, put your hands closer to your hips for a nice deep up dog. I like to wiggle my booty back and forth here because it really opens up a little bit more. Good, push back into down dog. Now take one leg and bring it up in between your hands so you're in a lunge. Back toe is still touching the floor. Toes are facing forward. Come up and balance. Reach your arms over your head and really sink down into that back straight leg, bending that front knee, leaning forward a little bit with that front knee. Yes. Now here, very gently arch your back and look at the ceiling, stretching that hip flexor of the straight leg, and then bring your hands back down. We're going to turn the back toe so it's facing outward, and our front toe stays the same. That means our hips are side on now. This would be warrior 2, right? Our arms are going to go straight out. Now here, really bend that front knee. Hello, kitty. Bend that front knee, straighten and bend it a few times. Good, then keep it bent. Put your back leg arm onto your leg and arch over the back leg. Opposite side. Yeah. Good. Then come back to this warrior two. Straighten that front leg. You're going to reach your front arm forward as far as you can. And then from here, you'll hinge and reach down to touch your leg or the floor, whatever you can. Yeah, and then look up at the ceiling for triangle. Good. Now from here, go ahead and bend that front leg back into that deep lunge and put your hand down on the floor if you can. If not, hold the ankle. Yeah. Gets deeper into the hip here if you really bend that front knee. Good. Now this one, you keep that front knee bent and you switch your arms. So you put the outside arm on the floor, look towards your knee, and reach up to the ceiling for that thoracic twist. Keep that front leg bent. Good. Come back. Going back into that same open position with the front leg bent. We let the top arm drop over our back. And then if we can, we lift this bottom arm up and reach under our crotch to pretend like we could grab hands behind our back. But really what we're doing is just reaching and looking at the sky. Yep, keeping that front leg bent. Good, reach your hands back down. Pull that leg back into down dog and stretch your calves one more time. Good, let's bring that other leg forward to a lunge. Stay in that nice high lunge and lift your body weight. Sink down in the back hip, arms come overhead. Gentle arch looking at the ceiling, feeling that stretch in the hip flexor of the back leg. Then we will turn the back toe to the side, put our arms out to the sides in warrior two, and straighten and bend the front leg a few times. Then we keep it bent. We put our arm on our back leg and arch over. Good, come back to your warrior two, straighten the front leg, reach forward with that front arm, and then reach down for your ankle as you go reaching up to the ceiling in triangle pose. Now from here, we bend that front knee, pop that hand down onto the ankle or the floor, wherever we can reach. Really bending that front knee. If you need to move the back leg further away, if you can get deeper, go for it. And then we switch the hands for the twist. So we put that hand on the floor and reach up to the sky. Good. Good. And then we go back to that original reach, drop the arm behind our back. And if you can, reach between the crotch, trying to grab that arm, looking toward the ceiling, keeping that front leg bent. Good, release the hands. Go back to down dog. Let's flow through an up dog. So go to plank, lower down, and then push forward into your up dog. Stretch that belly. Good, and while we're here, we're gonna go back to down dog and just do a few inchworms. So we're gonna walk our feet all the way into our hands, and then walk our feet away from our hands with straight legs into a plank, and walk our hands back to our feet. And we'll just do 3 of these. Get your muscles all nice and moving. Keeping those arms straight and those legs as straight as possible. Good. When you've finished your 3, go ahead and have a seat. because we will go into crab. Okay. So hands can face your booty, out to the side or backwards. Whatever's comfortable for your wrists, doesn't really matter. I like to have mine kind of at a 45-degree angle. Feet are flat on the floor, hips come up. Nice crab, let your head fall back. Feel that stretch in your shoulders. Then you're gonna lift up one arm and reach overhead, pushing your belly button to the sky. Good, look where your hand is reaching. And then we switch to the other side. We lift, look, and reach. And come back down and do 2 more on each side. Good. All right, so let's get into those hips just a little bit more. Okay, so we'll get into a nice wide stance and we'll go over into a side squat. This is a full Cossack squat, right? So our toe is facing forward, our heel is on the floor, and we're only as low as we can go. You can move the straight leg out as much as you need to, yep, but you don't let your heel come off the floor. Once you're here, you want to reach up to the sky with that inside arm, opposite arm. Yep, just reach to the sky with your same arm as your bent leg. Yep, and then you're gonna rotate to the other side and reach up with that arm. Yep, so this is just opening up your side, keeping your chest tall, thinking about lifting your chest toward the ceiling. Yeah, hello hips. Good. Good. Good, now back into that original side, and we're going to put the hand that we were reaching toward the ceiling on the floor and reach up instead. And if it's not on the floor, just put it on the inside of your knee so it's pushing, so you can reach up like that. Yeah. You want to make sure your toes are facing forward, and then you'll flow to the other side. You can touch the floor for balance and reach up. Good. Now we'll do this bringing our legs closer together. So we'll do a full squatty potty. Yeah. Legs roughly 3 centimeters wider than shoulder width. Go down into your lowest squat with your heels on the floor. Yep. Dropping your hips back and chest up. From this position, we do that same thoracic twist. So we put one leg against the inside knee and we'll reach up looking at the ceiling. Good, and then we swap. And we do that 2 more times each side. Good. Straighten out your legs, jiggle them a bit. Feel those hips come back. All right, we're gonna do some hip stuff on our back. So we'll do a little lower back twist into some hip release. So we'll lay on our back with one leg straight and one leg in the air. That leg is going to tap across your body onto the floor and then come back and tap on the opposite side on the floor. And then keep going for 4 more. Once you've done all the 4, leave it across your body. Let that leg bend for the twist. Reach the opposite direction with your arm and really think about getting the shoulders and chest on the floor as your knee reaches to the floor. Your bent knee reaches down to the ground. Okay, and swap to the other leg. Bring it across the body and back. 4 times more. And once it's back across your body, bend that knee, look the other way, and let the twist happen. Good. Roll back to your back. Put those knees, feet on the floor so your knees are bent. Go ahead and cross one leg over and let that knee open up to the side. We'll reach between the triangle. Go for that butt hip stretch. When you're in this, go ahead and keep pushing the crossed knee away from your body for a bit more stretch. And then you can rotate your hips side to side to feel it in a little bit of a different spot. You can also straighten and bend the leg that you're holding on to feel a few different spots as well. Just find the spot that needs the most relief. Hang there for a little bit. Really let that side butt open up. Good. Release the leg, but don't uncross them. So put your foot back on the floor. And then with the legs crossed just as they are, your top foot that's crossed over, let that fall gently toward the floor and keep pushing that knee away from you. Yep, and look the opposite direction. Your goal is to be striving to get your hips flat on the floor as you push that top knee away from you. And you should feel a bit of a hip stretch in the top crossed leg. Pull the legs back up, uncross them, and other side. Cross the other leg over, reach through the hole. Keep pushing that top crossed knee away from you. Wiggle your hips side to side if you would like, straightening and bending that held leg for a little bit of a different stretch. And we'll just hold this for a bit. Good, then let that foot go back to the ground. Let the leg fall over so that top crossed foot's on the floor. Push that knee away from you that's crossed. Look the opposite way and strive for those hips to reach toward the floor. Yeah. Good. Pull that leg back up. And then uncross and pull your knees to your chest. Little rolls side to side here. You can do little circles with your knees, letting them go further away from your body and back. Then let your legs separate as you pull your knees towards your armpits. And then let your feet drift toward the ceiling with bent legs. Reach up on the inside of your legs to grab ankles or the inside of feet. Yep, and really rock side to side here in Happy Baby. Your knees are striving toward the floor. Excellent. Roll back up. Let's do a bit of pigeon. So we'll take that front leg and bring it across us at an angle. If you want more butt stretch, you bring that front foot slightly forward to be more parallel on your mat. If it's enough butt, then you just roll your hips. You want to make sure your hips are square over. You don't want to be leaning out to the side. Back leg is straight. Bring your body weight down over the front. When you're here, you can rock your hips side to side a little bit. Feel it a little deeper in the booty. Good. Then while you're here, let's lift up onto our hands. Whatever leg is straight, reach back with that arm and touch your thigh. Put your other hand on the inside of the bent knee for balance. So instead of on the outside, put it on the inside where the foot is. And then bend that back knee and see if you can walk your hands up to grab your foot. Yep. If you can grab your foot, turn your hand so you're grabbing it from the inside so your shoulder faces outward. Yep. And then when you're here, really twist that chest, pull that knee towards you. Feel that shoulder stretch. Good. Swap to the other side, pigeon. Good. Hips are square, coming down for the stretch. Good. Then while we're here, let's come up onto our hands. Reach back with the arm of the straight leg. Bend that knee, and if you can, reach it from the inside. Good. Let's come back onto hands and knees while we're here. Hands are directly under our shoulders. And we'll do some cat-cow. So arch your back, look to the ceiling. Round your back, look at your belly button. Arch your back, shoulder blades together, look at the ceiling. Round your back, look at your belly button. Go ahead and make some big circles here with your ribs. And then circle them the other way. Good. Rotate in circles on your wrists so you're feeling the weight in all the areas, and then go the other direction. Good. While we're here, we're going to take one arm and we're going to bring it all the way under to put our shoulder and head on the floor. Other hand goes above you and you push to try to twist your chest toward the sky. Good. Put the hand back down on the floor. And then as you release that arm, I want you to reach toward the ceiling for that thoracic twist. Good. And swap to the other side. Bring that arm under, head and shoulder on the floor. Free arm goes above the head. Push, trying to twist the chest toward the ceiling. Put the hand back on the floor, reaching that arm up into a thoracic twist, looking at the sky. Good. Coming back to our knees. Taking the arms and swinging them side to side. And then forward back. Straight arms forward and back. Good. Take one arm and bring it across your body. Turn your palm to the ceiling and pull it towards you, dropping that shoulder down into socket. Yeah. Good. And swap. Palm up, straight arm, pull it, shoulder drops down. You had it. Yeah, it just feels awkward. Good. Then bring one arm over your head. Bend it so it's dropping behind your neck like you're patting yourself on the back. Grab the elbow with the other arm and pull downward for that tricep stretch. Really suck your belly in here so you're not arching your back. Good. And swap arms, reach above, drop it behind the head, grab the elbow, pull, tuck the belly. Pop those hands onto your shoulders, and we'll do big shoulder circles backwards. And then go the other way. Good. Make a diamond with your hand and put the diamond on your lower back. Then chicken wing your arm. Good. Let that diamond open up till your arms are at the sides of your hips and keep chicken wing. Good. Take your hands out like a stop sign, twist them down to the floor, and stretch those wrists. Then flip them over, so the back of the hand's on the floor, and stretch the opposite side of the hand. Yeah. Gentle weight here, leaning back gently. Good. Okay, last little thing for the mind as well as the body. Take one arm across the face. We wipe the face, and then we flick the ponytail and come down. So we wipe the face, flick the ponytail, and come down. Yes, exactly. Keep going. Wipe your face, flick your hair, and down. Now, other arm across the body. Wipe your face, flick your hair, and down. Good. Face, hair, down. One more. Face, hair, down. Can you do them together? Arms crossed. They come across your face. We flick the hair. And do it again. And do it again. Now, when you're doing it, switch which arm is crossing in front of you each time. Hair, yep. Wipe your face, flick your hair. Wipe your face, flick your hair. Now, reverse it. Hair, face, down. 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 Good. That works every muscle in your rotator.